Hello everybody, it's I'm Toka back with another video, and today will be a different kind of video. Still the same aspect and still the same thing that I want to do, which is just talk and have discussion, being the noble sensei that I am in this whole artistic community and this artistic thing that I am. But today I'll be talking in multiple bullet points, multiple things that I want to talk about that I just don't really, I can make into a full video, but I don't really want to. That's really all it is. Just because some of them takes a lot and some of them you can ramble on for the whole video about, and I don't really want to do that. I want to hit all of these because I feel like they're great. And on my notepad, because I'm so professional. My first notepad, dude, I'm gonna just keep that in, it doesn't even matter. My first bullet point, I have mentality of an artist. And mentality of an artist is something I really want to cover just because I know how it feels being an artist, and I know how crazy it gets, and I know how, cuckoo you go up there. It's like, it's truly like that scene in Superman where Superman finally uses his powers in the hearing and he goes kind of crazy. He tried to, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, well, sorry. And actually not sorry. Some different opinions on that movie, whoever cares about it, but sorry. Yeah, that, it feels exactly like that. And that's how the mentality feels. It feels like you just want to block out everything and you keep seeing stuff and you keep wanting to do stuff and you feel super hyped and then super down, and then it's just a bottle of emotions that could be very dangerous and could promote getting straight burnout. You can get burnout from this stuff. Me personally, I've been drawing for 2 years seriously, and I've been drawing pretty consistently, not really having that much breaks. I think the biggest break I ever had as an artist was 2 weeks. I think. No, not 2 weeks. 1 week. Yeah, it was 1 week. And that was just because I had to reboot everything. That was a moment in time when I actually just found out why I wanted to be a concept artist and why I actually want to become an artist. It was more to find myself and not just make, a whole lot of quantity and not a lot of quality. And that's something that I hold to a lot now. My patience has gotten way better ever since that time. So yeah, but that's exactly what I want to talk about. Just having that mentality of an artist where you feel like you're going through a lot. And you probably are. You probably are, just like me. I mean, I have my schedule right now. If you looked at it, it looks dumb. There's a whole lot of classified stuff in there, so you can't really see. But it looks crazy. I have so many things to do. I think I can talk on one of them, the Bloodborne 2 contest. I'm going in that one, and the ArtStation one when a new one does pop up, because I missed the last one sadly. But yeah. Then those contests and things that are just I want to do, that's in my schedule now. Then I got my Crystal Studio stuff and what I want to do with that, and I gotta get the people together, all this stuff, and then I gotta make this book and get this book published and get this book made and junk. It's a whole lot of stuff, and this is just and I'm still in school, mind you. I'm just 17 years old and I'm still in school. And also, didn't even bring it up, prints. I want to do prints now, so I want to do that so I can be more of a narcissist and hang up all my drawings on the wall and stuff like that. And it can get really crazy. So there's so much stuff I got coming up in these months that I have, and it's just dawning how bad that can lead to you. I always have a schedule, and I 100% recommend to have your healthy mentality, to have a healthy mental in general. Have a schedule, get yourself a schedule. I know it sounds really crazy and really dumb because it's just dude, I don't want to go out my way to make a schedule. And trust me, I'm the same way. That's the one thing I can say that a lot of these other artists can't relate to. You a bit to that matter of the fact that I'm the same age as you probably, or you're just a couple years younger than me. You want to learn how to do art, you want to learn how to go into it, or you're older, or you're way older than me, and you're an elder, and just came by to stop by to hear this little kid talk. But yeah, that's what I want to see. I feel you. I really do understand what you're going through when you just don't want to do all that stuff, because it seems dumb. It seems like, yo, Why should I have to do this anatomy junk? Why do I need to study? Why do I need to do this? I just want to draw what I want to do. I thought drawing, main part of it was to have fun. So why am I doing anatomy? Why am I studying? Blah, 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 blah. And then you run yourself right into the road. You run that road, ditch. Sorry. You run yourself right into a ditch and you wonder, what's going on? You know? You wonder, why can't I draw? Why am I not drawing enough? And it's because one thing, man. There's too much stuff in your hands and you're not distributing the weight around. That's why I have a schedule. Make yourself a schedule. It will help you tenfolds. And I promise you that, just because if you get your body accustomed to always drawing at this time, always working at this time, going to school at this time. For instance, I'm gonna use me as an example. If you don't have school, then fill this up with anything that you have, you know. But I'm talking mostly to, you know, my people, same age group, around that same age group, 16 through 18, 19, 20, around there. I'm talking to these people. Bro, if you are going to school, you have college, or you're just in school, you're a senior like me or you're younger, and you're trying to be better, and you're trying to do your stuff, and you're trying to become great, you know, and you want to be all this, and you're trying to live up to all this expectations, because now you expect yourself to be this and you expect yourself to be that, but you don't have the time, and you're running out of it, and you're just going through it. You're just having the worst. Everything's just crumbling down on you right now. And I would be the first to say that, dude, take a breather, take a break. Take a break, because if you get your body accustomed to doing this at this time, doing that at that time, you know, if you, like me for instance, I draw every time between 2 or 4. Like I either start at 2 or I start at 4 at latest. And that's what my body's accustomed to. From 2 to 4, I'm kind of getting into that mood, you know, I'm warming up. Sometimes I warm up a little faster. It's like a car, honestly. Sometimes I warm up a little faster. I'm ready to crank up and get it done at 2. Sometimes I kind of just like want to chill for a little bit and do it at 4. But my body knows that at 2 or 4 at latest, I gotta draw. And if I do it any later than that, then my body's just gonna kind of hate me forever. And kind of roast me and say, yo man, I don't like you, you should have did this, you know, you should have did this, I don't know why you did this, you know. And I set myself up with these mini goals. Like, I'm taking a master class right now, so I want to get this master class done by the end of this weekend, because I'm almost done with it, because I want to get to my Bloodborne 2 competition. Bam, that's my mini goal right there. So that's what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to hit it. It's realistic, and it's not over the top, and it's not going crazy. I'm not rushing myself in this drawing, but I'm also not taking it slow either. But some people cannot work at my pace, and sometimes I can't work at other people's pace, and that's 100% understandable. But trust me when I say that you find out your own pace. Find out what you got to do. And after that, you got it in the bag. Trust me when I say you got it in the bag. You know what? Because now your body knows when to draw. Now you're mentally healthy at this moment, because you know when you're supposed to draw. You know that time, and you're not rushing anymore. You have everything planned out. And when you have it planned out, it's smooth. Smooth like some butter. And smooth is fast. I heard that from some Joe Sargent, to be honest. But yeah, if it's smooth, it's slow, but it's also fast. I think it was like fast. I don't know. I forgot it. But you know what I mean. Smooth is slow. But smooth go. If you have stuff smoothly, then you go by it fast. You know, and that's something that you should really do. But also, I understand the other side of the argument, where it's like, if I get my body accustomed to, what if I get my body accustomed to drawing every single day? And now I'm drawing every single day, and I'm burning out constantly because I'm drawing every single day. And to that, I'll say, just take a break. Take a actual break. There's times when this goes on to my next bullet point as well, so I'm just going to merge these two together with the mentality in this one. Not everybody, and this is going to be really hard to hear for some people. It's going to be really hard to hear, I already know. You're probably gonna be like, you're dumb, but it's okay. Not everybody is meant to be an artist. And by that I mean not everyone is meant to take it professionally. You can do this as a hobby and you'll be completely fine. But some people are not made for this. Some people get into the game just wanting to know how to draw. Then they hear about color theory and then anatomy and then texture and then folds of clothes and then then the rainbows and then this like that and then materials and lighting and poses and gesture. All this, dude, all that stuff. It's heavy. Heavy. But you came in a game with just a pencil or a digital pen. You came in it wanting to do it. You came in it just saying, I want to draw. You were not ready for this onslaught, this wave, this catastrophe ready to hit you. And at that moment when it does hit you, because it will, trust me, you can't get out of it. No matter what, every artist got to get hit by this onslaught. Once it hits you, that makes or breaks you. If you survive past that point, then that lets you know if you want to be an artist and if you don't. Now, if you get past it and it makes you feel miserable, then don't do it. Don't do anything that doesn't make you feel happy, even if it is art, dude. Like, no one just says they want to become an artist. I always tell this to anyone, my friends, anybody. No one chooses to become an artist. No one just wakes up and be like, hey, well, I want to be a professional artist and make all this professional money. That's the way I want to make my money, by making art. No, people choose it. I think I just contradicted myself, but you know what I mean? Like, no. You go out of your way to become an artist. And you survive through it. And you keep pushing, you keep going, until you get hit with another wall. And another, and another, and another, and another, and another. And just never-ending walls in your way. Yeah. That's how it goes, dude. It's gonna go straight like that. Whether you jump over all these walls and get to your dream, and then once you hit your dream, that industry or that studio that you want to be in, then guess what? There's billions of other walls behind that one, even bigger than what you already been facing. But guess what, dude? The craziest thing about that is that when you're starting out getting hit with this wall, think about it as a starter at climbing. You're climbing. The first time you climbed, it was hard as freak. The second time, it was also hard. Third time, kind of getting used to it, but you still had a hard time. Fourth time, the same thing happened. That fifth time you hit that same wall that is actually bigger now, you failed it enough times that you got better, so you know what to do. You know? And now you're on your seventh one. You know, you brung some rock climbing gear, and by the time you hit that professional level, you know, at that big wall, that dream that you want to hit, now you gotta do all these big walls and these big blocks that you gotta get over now and climb. You have the gear for it, so you can climb it now. All it's gonna take is time. That's all it's gonna take. And you should be good with that. Be patient. Be focused. You'll eventually get over that wall. But no matter what, it's never gonna feel how this first wall felt. The first wall felt horrible. But the more you did it, the better you got at it. And the better you got at it, the easier it is. Each wall that it hits wasn't testing whether you got over it. The first one is no different from the 100th one. And you might be saying, how? Because all of them were testing your patience. They were testing your patience. And each time, even though you failed on the first one, you still got over it with time because you had patience and you had willpower. They were just testing those things. And it's gonna be like that forever, bro. It's gonna always be a challenge. If it's not a challenge, if it's not hard, then you're not learning. I said this multiple times. Simple. You're not learning. Challenge yourself. Don't hold yourself back. And that's the way I would say it. Straight like that, man. Straight like that. You know what I mean? So that's the way I would go about it. You do it too. On to the next bullet point, which I want to really talk about. The gaming industry. Let's talk about these people, man. The gaming industry is a crazy muck right now. You know, no games are coming out. You know, as a gamer and a game artist at the same time, that loves both equally. I think I like game art a little bit more now, but yeah, I love them both a lot. I can be that tether between the youth. You know, I'm not no old guy. I'm not corporate. I'm not bound to anything. I don't gotta myself up. I didn't get you know what I mean? I'm good. So I can be that little rope for both of you to pull you closer to understanding each other. Let's get into it. So let's talk about microtransactions, loot boxes, skins, buyable skins. So actually, yeah, first buyable skins. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the Time Savers pack as well for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The way I see it is, if you buy it, then okay, actually, yeah. Let me rewind that. Because I was about to say some dumb stuff. All right, yeah. So skins. Let's start on Valhalla skins, dude. They're just there. You don't have to buy them if you don't want to. Do I agree with should they be shoved in your face? No, I don't agree with that, and I think they actually should take that out. Don't constantly shove that store in people's faces. That would just make people angry, you know? But for the people that can get past that, because a lot of people can, I got past it when I was playing the game. It's not like I just got money pouring, but it's also not like I'm dumb broke. So it's like, I knew I could buy them if I want to, but I'm not, because I just didn't really want it. Actually, never mind, I'd retract that. I bought like 2 skins, okay, because I really did love one, and that was because I wanted that one. That money, all that money that spends on skins, a lot of people just think it goes straight to Ubisoft, bro. And to that, I would 100% say that you're somewhat right. You're somewhat right, because the skins are made by people, made by concept artists, made by artists, made by modelers, made by people. People made these concepts. They just didn't get birthed out of nowhere. And guess what? They took to make that. It took money and resources. The money and resources used to buy, to compensate these artists, Ubisoft spent on them. In return, they get their money back and probably more. But they're also feeding a family at the end of the day, dude. And that's the way I see it. They fed a family right there with that artist that got paid, or they just fed an artist, or they gave an artist money, whatever you want to say. But either way, they gave someone that money in return for making them a skin, for conceptualizing the skin, for drawing it, detailing it, then giving it to the modeler to make it out of polygons, and then out of nowhere, and then shine it, and then materialize it, make it into material, and then, you know, make it look real because it's Assassin's Creed. They did that, and they got paid for it. So to that I say, don't buy them if you don't want to, dude. Like, it's not even that seriously. I understand. Like, I remember seeing this video on this YouTuber getting like way too mad at this. Do I agree with should they have more skins buyable than in the game? No. At all. Absolutely not. I don't agree with that at all. That's kind of a weird move. But if these skins look beautiful, then dude, guess what? Get them. And if you don't want to get them, then don't buy them. And if they look too cool, then guess what? You just supported someone. You supported a company. You supported a artist. You supported people. Be cool. If you don't like it, just don't play the game. Just don't buy it. Time Savers pack. Let's get on to this one. I don't agree with this one at all. But it's one of those things again where you just don't have to buy it. So I don't really see the big uproar about it. And I know what you're gonna say, because I heard this YouTuber say it, which is like, it's not a, even though that's kind of a fair thing to say, you can't just say don't buy it, because they're still taking advantage of these type of people, and they still understand that their game, some people don't want to be that interested in the game, so they make a really long game so they can have these time saver packs to save your time on it, and they know better. And bro, I agree with you to an extent, but I really don't see the problem with that. The people that got it because they probably got stuff to do. The people that didn't probably didn't. I didn't. It's because I don't really got. I'm an artist. I draw a lot, and I do that. But for the most part, I beat the game. It took me like 50 so hours. It was kind of boring here and there, but overall, I loved the game because it did get repetitive. I will agree, but I liked the game. But this whole like it's too hard thing, it's too like, I remember Odyssey was like that, like it's too hard, or you know, this and that. Like no, it really wasn't. I don't know, either these people are not playing right, and I don't consider myself a pro gamer. I just consider myself a person that plays games, that is young, that loves Assassin's Creed, that been with it since day one. Do I agree with the RPG system now? I could do with it. I could do without it. I miss Black Flag. Black Flag is my favorite game of all time. Then it's the Ezio trilogy, but Black Flag will always be number one because I love it. If you read the book as well, you'll love it even more, and kind of hate it sometimes here and there, especially if you read Forsaken. Forsaken did some madness on that one, but it's still a good book. Buy it. So yeah, I don't really see the big problem with those if you just don't have to buy them. Should we pillage the company for doing that? No. Should we pillage the company for trying to take advantage of other people's because they got time and they got stuff to do, so they gotta make them buy this stuff? No. Because the people that bought that stuff probably just have stuff to do, so just let them do them. Yeah, they have it there because people buy it. Me personally, I don't think it should be sold. I don't think it should be sold. I do agree with him, with Fishy, I'm gonna just say his name, with him when it comes to knowing that your game is too long, so you put this pack in to shorten it. I agree with him 100%. You shouldn't do that. You should just make the game shorter at that. But at the same time, I see where they're coming from. Like, same with the skins. I see where you're coming from as the gamers, as the community, as these people, as people like us that play games and we love them. I see where y'all coming from with these skins, and a lot of other games do this as well with the skin stuff. But I also see the corporate version. I also see that. I know what they're doing, and I understand it. I kind of grown to be like, okay, shake the hand on it. It's cool. That doesn't mean I support that doesn't mean I bought every single skin in that game, but it doesn't mean that I have everything in that game. It just means that I understand them, and you should too. Don't just get mad because you just think it's all corporate and it's just Ubisoft and it's just these are people at the end of the day. Some of them aren't rich. Some of them don't got the big bands. The concept artists like us, we're not getting crazy. We're not millionaires. You know, we're regular people with regular day-to-day stuff that have a job. You should understand that. There are programmers there that do this. You gotta understand that these are people at the end of the day trying to make money to feed their family, trying to make money to feed others, to not only feed their family, feed themselves, survive, live comfortable. What makes you hate on that? Nothing. Should make you hate on that. You should be okay with this. But do disagree with him. With that being said, I do disagree with him. You shouldn't do that. Like, you shouldn't. Don't. The only thing I disagree with is like shoving it in people's faces. If you don't do that, then bro, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with it. That's how I end that topic off, and that's how I would love to end it off. Because I feel like if I go too much into it, a lot of people gonna get mad. Probably more than there already are. How you doing, people in the comments? But let's go into my next topic, which is for the artist people. Have you ever asked yourself why you're an artist? Why you chose this life? Or did it choose you? But you ever asked yourself why you want to become an artist? That's something I do want to ask. This is going to be short and sweet. It's not too long. It's not as long as the gaming and the mentality topic. It's just normal. I just want to know, like, why are you an artist? I'll tell you why I'm an artist. And then if people are saying this, tell me in the comments. Do whatever. Or message me on Discord or Instagram. Yeah, why are you an artist? Because I'm an artist. Because I remember that time as a kid that my parents bought me an Xbox 360. Yeah, bought me an Xbox 360. And one of the games that I ended up playing was Assassin's Creed 2. It was a new game on the block, and I just thought it looked cool. Had a little cool looking dude on it, and had a little hidden blade. So I got this game. Remember, you remember the days when you used to look at your game and you just look at the back of it. Didn't even play it yet, but you just imagining yourself play the game. Yeah, that was me. Open it, used to read that little thing that came in the game box. I forgot what they were, man. Yeah, that was me. I was that kid. Didn't even have it open yet, already thinking, imagining just how beautiful what this game is gonna be, bro. And I went home, booted up the Xbox 360, plopped in a nice copy of that Assassin's Creed 2, and played it. And it was the most fun I had in game ever. And I'm gonna tell you, the story was beautiful. Even as a kid, I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't know the craziness of what they was doing. But it still hit different. That opening when his brother and Ezio is just at that top, and then the title drop is like, man, this is beautiful. And at that time, the graphics were amazing, so it was just like, bro, I'm in a time machine. I always loved the past. Not like the crazy stuff that happened in it, not like all that junk, but I'm talking about the beautiful stuff, like the Renaissance era, ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, ancient Greece, all these beautiful places, and ancient Renaissance era of that was amazing. I didn't know what it was at the time, but I knew I gotta do this. I gotta go, man. And I remember happiness as a kid that I had playing this game. And trust me, I'm not a big brain kid. I wasn't really that crazy with I wasn't that big brain. So I was just beating up people. I barely did the story, but I did with the parts that I did of that story. It mesmerized me as a child. And to be honest, I shouldn't have been, not gonna lie, I shouldn't have been playing that game in the first place. Like, I was a little bitty kid. I shouldn't have been playing that game to begin with. But I'm happy I did, because that experience stays with me forever. And that's what makes me draw. That what keeps me drawing, because I want to make a kid like me go to the game store, or wherever we have in the future, if it's just a little chip we insert in our brain, whatever we have in the future. I just want to have that kid feel the happiness that I had when putting in Assassin's Creed 2 and playing it for the first time, looking at the cover, looking at the back, and having it. That's why I chose to be in the gaming industry, because yes, there's a whole lot of junk goes in the gaming industry, a whole lot of trash stuff, there's a whole lot of just bad junk that happens, man. But I feel like we concentrate so much on the bad and we forget about the good. And we need to start remembering the good, man. Bring back the good. Hashtag bring back the good. Because gaming has changed me forever. And it taught me a lot. Ezio, that character, he taught me a lot as a kid. And I'm pretty much happy that I had them as like a mini role model. Because he taught me a lot of things. And I would say thank you to them for leading me on. And guess what, dude? One day I'm probably going to work for these people. Not probably, I will work for these people. And I will be working on another Assassin's Creed game. And guess what? I can have that kid feel that way then. So yeah, that's what I'll end it on. Something happy. This has been your boy I'm Toka, aka 2D, from Crystal Studios, signing straight out.